Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Bridgeport Stadium in Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the James Madison Dukes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Dukes will kick it away to start us off. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Uncorks it. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Looking for room at the 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, when he has the strength to get back up, nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. He's looking deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. These corners backing off a bit. On third down, he drops the throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Breaks into the open. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up. They want to run this quarterback.
And already it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Runs through the tackle. And he fought for everything he could. Probably lucky it wasn't worse with all of the company he had in the backfield. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. Defense in press coverage. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ware. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, North Carolina!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that looked like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check it out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. First and 10.
Physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders.
Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. And the Dukes will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they're putting in play. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up the first down, still moving. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It works.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handle.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You got a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
The Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Wants to pass. Under fire.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
To the air on second down. Intercepted for the 11th time.
Wow, they love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel on the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring in the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass. Perfect timing to run that personnel, you get the pick.
They are back down top field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period.
North Carolina, 7. James Madison, 0.
And a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Looking to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
Gets the back moving. Lost the fire on second down. And that is incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. One target over the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win it. Gets a good release, gets down the field, and you see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. And the Dukes are in the hurry-up.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. It just looks like he's playing a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
It's picked up, and they ruined the drive with a turnover.
You know, quarterbacks not stare down receivers, especially when thrown over the middle of the field. You've got to look these safeties off. That was going to be a small window to throw into anyway, but staring at that wide receiver made the safety's job so much easier.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides the back and leaves it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Got his man quickly. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. Trying to keep this drive alive. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Once he got some room, it was over.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Florida State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days when Bobby Bowden walked the sidelines, this has not been a blowout today in Tallahassee. They're up by 7 over Cal. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
You're coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to keep it in the air. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, Dave. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. This junior making his presence felt and making after a short gain. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The DBs will back off a bit. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it, or I can pull if I see something open. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
Spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Find some fresh air. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Dukes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Madison. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Up-tempo for the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. They dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Barmore. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That'll close the gap to 14.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And holding on to the lead, the offense will simply take a knee, and that's how we will wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
James Madison, 3.
The Tar Heels will kick it off to start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that's proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Dudes want to pick up the tempo.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down mark. The offense changing the play. Now the play fake. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
All right, for this offensive line now, you've got to gear up. You've got to really start to hone in, understand that if you don't start playing better and you don't start giving this quarterback time, trailing in the second half, needing to throw, you're not going to have a chance to win.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Just a Barista-Cuff-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connection. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Release to the back. Snags it. And he gets it in. Touchdown, James Madison. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution. So you got to have guys going out and doing good jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Tar Heels want to crank the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Go.
Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, UNC!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Florida State is running away with this one right now, and it's kind of felt that way since we saw Chief Osceola and Renegade. They're up by 21 over Cal. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it, throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He breaks a tackle. Man to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Finds a man in the middle. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Duke's moving quickly to the line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Brings up third down.
Now on third down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the right. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Hands it off on the counter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be third and long. They'll give it to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job on this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. That is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll start this drive with a pass. Breaks the grab. Breaks into the open. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. And the Dukes want to move quickly.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2.
There he goes to the left. And he strides his way over to the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes.
Really nice job working around, getting himself open. He's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
24, James Madison, 16.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? They'll snag it just inside the 10. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. Head coach breathing a huge sigh.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Handoff from the gun. Up run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to the offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He picks up maybe a couple before he stops right at the 30-yard line.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Fires to the big fella. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
And the Tar Heels look to keep this drive humming. Down.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
The give out of the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
We took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead and you've got to continue to run the football. This is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Back to pass on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Ready, set.
First and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun. Give on the inside. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. They'll send the back in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Tar Heels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Stevens. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation that's interesting, do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything, there is a flag. Let's see what that's about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. And the Tar Heels will try to punch it in on first and goal. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent. Does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account notice of this game.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And who knows, maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.